Hi guys, Squall here. Welcome back to another Trucking Diaries EU. And if you remember, we are in... How do you pronounce the town again? Zagorzaleg, I think. Zagorzaleg? Now, I need to rest, so what we're going to do is we're going to hang a left here, drive out, go over here, and rest. And then we're going to look at the money situation, bearing in mind that although I've got like 60 odd grand at the moment, we've probably got some loans to pay in the morning. So we might not have 62 grand when we wake up, because the loan sharks will have dipped their fingers into our account and taken out what they feel is justly theirs. Okay, that's level crossing. Let's put it back on the display. There we go, that's better. Blimey, where is this place? And it starts to rain. I'm guessing we've got to go around the back there. Yeah, this is actually quite nice. Look at this. Proper a trucking rest stop. Let's park up here. I like it. This is really cool. España! Okay, park and brake, lights out, engine out. Don't want to wake up all my fellow truckers, but let's go to sleep. Right, it's the morning, and we still have 62 grand left in the bank, but that's because the loan hasn't gone out yet. If we look at the bank situation, like I say, we're completely maxed out. I can't even get so much as a 10 grand loan right now because we owe, well, 490,000. So let's just see here. The installment amount is about to come out. That's going to cost 8.5. 8,500 off this, which leaves us with about 54-ish. I think it's 52 to get a truck, so it really is running it quite tight. The drivers... Oh, she's finally bringing in money. That's nice. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Look at that. Used packaging from Copenhagen to Sheffield. 2,700. Good on you, girl. She actually had quite a long journey, though. International driver she is. This guy's been going between Copenhagen and Norgard and then back again. Yeah, she may struggle to get back from Sheffield. We'll see. There should be lots of places they can get. You know, he's got no long distance. That's his problem. Whereas she has. But, you know, they brought the money in. I don't know what the status is right now. Let's take a drive. Where are we? Let's take a drive down to Dresden because the Scania dealer is here. By the time we get there, the loan payment may have gone through and we may not be able to afford to actually buy ourselves a truck. But then there'll be plenty of jobs out of Dresden if that's the case anyway. Oh man, this actually feels like a trucker's rest stop, doesn't it? The only thing that's missing is having all these trucks kind of, you know, having people wandering around, having trucks going, entering and leaving. That would be so cool. If all that was working properly. Carlsberg. Probably the best lager in the world. That's the slogan anyway. Okay, so why exactly has it become rush hour when the road was dead a minute ago? I might just be cheeky here. Thank you very much, sir. Ouch. What the heck was that? What the heck was that? I just took 2% damage on my truck and I have no idea why. Well, that was super weird. You know what? I actually find it quite frustrating being low level. Like, everything is locked and I have no money. It's completely the opposite to what I'm used to. I'm used to having everything locked and having money to buy anything I choose. And in this game, I'm just completely locked down. Oh, is that what that says? Welcome to Poland. Good old Poland rebuilding. Which is now part of Pro Mods, in case you didn't know. Okay, that'll do. More wind turbines. Well, it's certainly a nicer day than what it was last night when it was chucking it down. You know what? It's like it's mid to late October, right, for me right now, and I've got this like Christmas countdown timer, which is currently showing 60-something days till Christmas, which is actually getting a bit scary. And I've not even started to think about presents or cards, but my wallet is already starting to cry. Because, you know, it knows what's coming. Because Dad obviously funds Christmas. Thing is, though, my kids are like, you know, it was all very well when they were young. When my kids were young and we'd pick the presents for them, we used to go down to Toys R Us and all that kind of thing, and we'd be looking around for things to get them. But now, they're older. And the things they want are more expensive. Yeah, it's ridiculous, the things they want. It really is. And everything's all about the brand names, you know, because they're teenagers, so they're going through those... They're going through that phase that I'm sure most of us have been through at some point or other. Where, well, actually, some people never really grow out of this, I've noticed. Some people are really fashion icons, and I'm just not, you know. I was a bit fashion conscious as a teenager, but not to the extent that some people are, and not to the extent that some people still are, or that my daughters are. My daughters are just, oh, it's got to be this, it's got to be that. Oh, it's a Prada bag, it's Bobbi Brown makeup, it's whatever it is. I'm like, what? They're just people who have made up a company, created a brand, and now they sell you stuff for ridiculous prices, and for some reason, you think that's good to overpay for everything. This is Dad, you know. This is sensible Dad talking here. But oh yes, Bobbi Brown. Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's better. It just means you're paying more. You're keeping them in their yachts in south of France. You know, that's what you're doing. You know, it's all right having champagne taste, but you've only got a beer budget. So yeah, they make the list for Christmas, and you look at it. And you add it up. You go down the list and you add it. You kind of quickly go on Amazon and go, let's have a look at the price of this and this, this, this. And you're like, hang on a minute. If I bought you everything on this list, it's going to cost me like £1,500. And I've got 3 kids. Like, nope. That ain't happening. Honestly, they just the idea of Christmas is... It's just, what can you say? The expectations are unbelievable, and the peer pressure is there. Like, the peer pressure has always been there. Even I remember the peer pressure. But now, because they've all got Facebook and mobile phones, and they're all socially connected, the peer pressure is times 10. Because the first thing that happens on Christmas Day is, you know, all these kids are all tweeting out. They're all Facebook posting pictures of everything they've got, and it's almost like this. It's almost like they're trying to play top trumps with each other, you know? Somebody will post a picture and go, oh, you know, look at my such and such a bracelet. I got all these little things in there, and you know, it's obviously expensive. That's what it's really about, is look at my expensive item. That's really what it is. To which somebody then replies, oh, it looks great, hon. And then they'll post a picture of, oh, I just got me you know, a 20-inch iPad or whatever it is. Oh yeah, an iPad Pro in gold. You're like, wait, what? What the heck? And that was one of your presents. You got this massive iPad, and that was one of your presents. This is insane. And then they were posting out pictures of, oh yes, well, you know, I've got a MacBook Air and an iPad, and all this makeup, and then I got these shoes and these clothes, and you're looking at it, and then mentally you're going, wait a second, how much money is there? Wow, you had how much spent on you? And it really is. It really is like that. The whole of social media is now just full of it at Christmas Day. It's basically everybody bragging about what they've got for Christmas. You know, it's not like they've got stuff and they're just happy that they live in a loving family and their parents have bought them something as a Christmas gift. It's just not that at all. It's just, how much stuff have I got, and how much stuff did all my friends get, and do the people I don't like, did they get less stuff than me or more stuff than me? You know, it is just a massive competition. And it puts you, as a parent, it puts you this in a horrible position. I mean, I don't know. You might be a parent, or you might be one of the teenagers, I don't know. But just think about the situation, because as a parent, you can't afford this stuff, you know? It's crazy how much this stuff costs. And yet, you don't want your kid to be the one that doesn't have. To be the one that's seeing all these pictures from their friends about all these things they've got, and they're kind of looking down and looking at the box of stuff they got and thinking, great, happy Christmas everyone, you know? It is massive, rampant consumerism. But I don't think we're ever going to be able to back out of this. I don't think the situation will ever change. I can't ever see it just being about Christmas anymore, or being about, you know, being with your family, or all the good stuff it used to be about. You know, if you read A Christmas Carol and all this kind of thing, it's just not like that. It's about how much stuff we've got. And by the way, if I do sound a bit nasally, it's because I've had a cold for the last 3 days and I'm just about getting over it. But whenever I have a cold or the flu or anything like that, it just massively upsets my nose. And for about 2 weeks it takes it all to get rebalanced, because I have kind of sinus problems anyway. It takes about 2 weeks for it to get rebalanced. Right, the Scania dealer is going to be down here. Ooh, look at the skyline in the distance. That looks nice. Do you know, I've not actually been to Dresden. There it is. It's a Sunday, which means it's going to be closed. Yay! Perfect timing. I turned up on a Sunday. Oh, the joys. Of all the days to come here, I didn't clock that one. Oh my god. Game, could you troll me any harder than that? Oh, I'm so annoyed, I can't believe that. Of all the days, it had to be Sunday. I can't believe the game even simulates that. Because the fact is like, if you can buy online, if you've got 5 trucks, you can just bypass all this anyway. Hang on a minute. Wait a second. Truck dealers, Scania, Dresden, visit, lol. You see, that just completely negates the whole purpose of the Sunday thing, doesn't it? Because I can just do that. Right, the trading price is 52 and I only have 54. Have you seen this? Because my loan came out. So I can, up to 54 grand, purchase this thing. I need to be super, super careful about what I put on this. Let me reset and put the biggest engine on. and see what that comes to. Yeah, I can't afford it. £5 over. Ay, ay, ay. £52. I have £2,000 to spend. That's the bottom line of this. I have £2,000 to spend, which means I can go from 9 to 10. What's the biggest engine I could get for my money? 11 grand. Possibly get a 280 Euro 5. Possibly. Okay, that's within budget. I'll be left with £400. Euros. 400 euros. Wait a sec. But if I change the paint skin, now I've got 3 grand to play with. This is working, guys. This is working. I can smell the hacks. Which one was it? This one. That gives us a nice painted finish. Or the grill paint. 5 series will do. That's an extra 50. How do I change this bit? Side blinker. This is 1,000. This is also 1,000. No, we'll leave that on. It's an extra 250 if I painted there. No, we'll leave that. It's this bit I want. Day running lights are fine. Ah, there we go. Painted costs another 500. Okay, if I can get away with that, I'll be happy. Yes! I can get away with that. Okay, there's one more thing I need on the front. I think we need the badge, which is here. It's worth the 100. Wait, an R280, is that all we've got? Oh my god. Can I afford another grand? 52.9, 54. I've got about a grand. I can't go around in 280. That's absurd. Take a 310. Yeah, I've got about 500 euros left. 500 euro. I'm so scratching around. Can't take that. So 310 is the biggest I can take. A 310 euro 4. I think we'll have to go with it. It's going to wipe us out financially. Congratulations. You've just wiped yourself out. Okay. Well, I guess, you know, we've got 500 euros in the bank. But we have ourselves a truck. Right, what gear settings have we got here? Wait a second, what's our gear layout? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. So basically 1 to 4, low and high, is what we have. Reverse. Okay. Got it. Nice big mirrors. Let's get ourselves adjusted. Let's get the seating first. Possibly a little bit lower. There we go. That looks like a nice driving position. Let's tilt that right down. There we go. So can that seat come forward? I wonder if it supports this. The wheel, sorry. Oh, it does support it. It does actually support it. Nice. Cool. Well, we better get earning some money quickly because we're completely broke. So GG. 12,000 takes us north. Don't want to go north particularly. Campari takes some cognac to Hamburg. Would pick up a few places on the way, so it's a possible. Might carry on venturing further south, maybe. 13 grand. Yeah, don't really want to head back into Poland. I think I'd rather go this way. So I might just take that. That's a 382k. Won't take us too long to do. Oh wow, shiny truck. Modern suspension. It's nice and quiet. It's got that new truck smell, guys. Now, we've got a big tank, I think. It's, yeah, we've got absolutely loads of fuel. We won't need to fill up for quite a while because it's just as well because we don't have any money. So the goal is to bring in enough money before tomorrow's bank payment goes out. Which should be doable. Take it there's no way to display the speed digitally. Nope. I do like having a digital speed display. Well, it's not bad. Our brand new Scania 4. Of course, it doesn't mean when I take it back to put in a bigger engine, it's going to cost us more now to put bigger engine in and stuff, but, well, that's just the way things are, I'm afraid. Lovely. I'm still waiting for somebody to do a decent mod of the Scania Stream, the new Scania Streamline S. That one. Right, can you see the X? Does it show the X? Yeah, can you see the X underneath? Right underneath the pin, you see it? There's like an X on the floor. That's how you can tell if it's your trailer, because sometimes, oh, you can see it clearly there. Sometimes you'll turn up and there'll be identical trailers here. And you're thinking, well, which one is mine? Just look for the X. It definitely makes it cleaner. I think it should be a built-in option in the game. These massive flashing icons are great when you're just starting out in the game, but when you've played it for a while, I wouldn't say it ruins the immersion, but it, you know, it'd be nice if you could just turn it off and have something a bit more subtle, like on the ground, like a little chalk X like that. What weight is this trailer? 7 tons. Yep, seems to be able to pull that no problem. We are going to have to be careful about the jobs we take though. Like, I don't want to take anything in the 20-ton range. We could do, but it's going to be a little bit of a struggle if we go over somewhere like Austria. It really depends on where we're hauling it. Hello! Hello, tourists! I can actually keep up with the coach. That's a start. Oh yeah, smooth power. I'm loving this. You thought you had it easy, bro. Get away from me. This is my lane. I can see what's going to happen here. Wait a second. Oh, he's got a different speed limit to me. I've got the truck speed limit. He's probably got 60. 8 gears, that'll do. Oh boy, I'm in the wrong lane. That's a Volvo, isn't it? That car? One of those Volvo SUVs. Looks pretty clear. Alright, so we're on the road. It's 8 AM, so we should be able to get there and get paid. We might even get 2 jobs done before the bank loan comes out, depending on how long the next job is. But in the meantime, I think I'm just going to put my foot down here and bring it up to the speed limit. Because I want to make sure we don't waste any time. Actually struggling to get into 4H. There we go, top gear. Speaking of top gear, you guys going to be watching the new show on, is it Amazon Prime? With the ex-Top Gear presenters. What's it called? The Grand Tour. I don't know if you guys have you may or may not know this, but in order to watch the Grand Tour, you need to have Amazon Prime because it's on Amazon Prime. Which I have. I've had Amazon Prime for about, coming up for 3 years, I think, maybe more. I originally got Amazon Prime because I was buying a lot of stuff on Amazon, and I thought to myself, why am I paying all these delivery charges? If I get Amazon Prime, it was like 50 quid a year, I think, Amazon Prime at the time. And I thought, if I get that, I'm pretty certain I spend that just at Christmas, because I order a lot of stuff from Amazon at Christmas, because I can't be bothered to go and shop for it. Like, I try and do as much as I can online, because I hate shopping. I can't stand the crowds and queues and ugh. I really can't stand it, so I do a lot of my shopping online. And I thought to myself, with just the shopping alone, like the delivery charges at Christmas, I could probably pay for Amazon Prime. And with it, I get it next day instead. Like, I get all my deliveries free next day. And over the years, they've kind of added different things to Amazon Prime. Like, they've got music on there now, Prime Music, which is alright. You know, it's not quite as good as iTunes, but it's got quite a nice catalogue you can just listen to for free. And now you've got Prime TV and Prime Video, and now, I don't know if you know this, but a few weeks ago, because Amazon owns Twitch now, so a few weeks ago they brought out this new thing where Prime owners, if you connect your account to Twitch, you get so many benefits. Like, you get what's called Twitch Turbo for free, which means whenever you go to Twitch, you don't watch any adverts. So as you jump into channels, normally an ad will play, and you'll watch the ad, and then you'll get to see the stream. Well, you don't get that anymore. The streamer still sees the benefit, like as if you'd watched the ad, but you don't get to watch the ad. So you get that. You get a little turbo icon next to your name, or an Amazon Prime icon next to your name in chat. And this is a kicker, you get 1 free subscription every month, which is, so if you've got like your favourite streamer, which is obviously me, Kappa, but you just go to my channel and you can subscribe for free. And if you sub, you become a sub of my channel, then obviously you get all the benefits of being a subscriber, which I won't go into. But you get some cool emoticons. And it doesn't cost you anything, because with Twitch Prime, you get a free sub every month. Now, what happens is, you subscribe for a month, and then the subscription ends, right? But all you got to do is go back and hit subscribe for free again. So every 30 days, you just go back and hit the subscribe button. You just have to remember to do it, but it doesn't cost you anything. It's so cool. And you get that for nothing, just by having Prime, which I already have. So now I get to subscribe to somebody else for free, because I've got Prime. So yeah, as well as watching the Grand Tour, you get to subscribe. So if you do have Prime, you've got a subscription waiting for free to use. So, you know, if you want to if you want to jump over to Twitch, come and pay a visit, and why not sub? Why not sub to me? Support my stream, Kappa. Blatant self-advertising. But no, seriously, it's just going to waste if you don't, because you've just got it sat there. If you've got your mum and dad or whatever, or a family member have got Amazon Prime, and they're not using it, get them to sub. They might as well, because it'll benefit me, and it doesn't cost them a thing. I've actually got a discoverable here. You know what we should have done? We should have actually gone through and just made sure that we're going past... Like, there you go, there's one. Cheeky little discoverable there. And then there's another 2 when we get to Vienne. Do you know what? I think my Lemsitz wore off. I'm still fighting the cold and my Lemsitz wore off. It started out with a horrible tickly cough. Like, it kept me up all night. I was so tired. You know when you're like lying in bed and your brain is so incredibly tired, and you just want to go to sleep. That's all you want to do is go to sleep, and your brain's like, let me sleep, and your cough just kicks off. So you can't sleep. It was like that. It was horrible. So I did that for 2 nights, and then it moved into my nose. So my nose started to run. Then I was sneezing, like constantly sneezing. And then it moved into my head. Oh, Renault dealer. So my head just felt awful. That kind of groggy horribleness. Meanwhile, I'm going to bed and I'm taking a Lemsip with a spoonful of sugar and a splash of whiskey. Otherwise known as a hot toddy. So you down that, jump into bed, wrap up in the duvet, and let nature take its course, as it were. So I've fought it off, and yeah, I should be good shortly. I just need to get rid of the mess it makes in my nose. Oh, why is it 50 down there? Blimey. It's nice having a new truck, though. I enjoyed that 143, but it's nice to get a change. Oh, I've actually got £4.5 in the bank. Look at that. That means somebody just brought in £4 grand. I wonder if that was Tina. Basically, I've just got to put in the miles now. That's what I've got to do. I've got to put the jobs in. We've got to pay back one of those loans quickly. That's the prime objective. I'll try and cope with this truck as long as I can. I don't want to spend all my money accessorising it. We'll try and sort out the finances and then we'll accessorise. Oh, is this lane going to drop off? I really just utterly hate this design. Why did they do that? Why not just have 2 lanes going straight on and drop a lane off? I don't get it. It feels like they did it as a massive cop-out to stop the lane merging. Because that way, the traffic coming back on can just get back on in this lane, and the other traffic is in the left lane, and it doesn't have to merge. That's more or less what it feels like. They did it because it helps the game. Speaking of AI, apparently there's been an update to Fernbus where they've improved the AI a little bit, and I think in Fernbus they've added this thing where, you know, the when you're driving the coach and your passengers start crying and saying, oh, we want to rest, when are we going to take a break, all this kind of thing. Well, now apparently if you pull over in the fuel stations, you turn your engine off and get out of your truck, it classes that as a rest. So that, you know, that's how they've actually implemented the rest system, basically. So you may have noticed we were speeding then. We're on cruise control and there's no retarder on the transmission, so the game has no way of slowing me down. So when we go down a hill, I pick up speed and it doesn't apply the brake when you're on cruise control. Hello. That's a bit of a steep hill. Blimey. Well, there you go. My lack of power trying to haul a 7-ton. And that wasn't even a particularly steep hill. Did you guys buy Mafia 3? I was going to buy Mafia 3. In fact, I did buy it in the end, but only because I was testing the Games Planet purchase thing. But I've not played it yet. But I remember when it came out on release day, and all of a sudden, everything just kicked off on Reddit. Because they neglected, like 2K neglected to tell everybody that the PC version was restricted to 30 FPS. Like, at no point did they ever mention this. 2 or 3 days later, they brought out a patch that unlocked it again, but that's just not the point. It's the fact that they did it. I was not happy about that. Because I really enjoyed Mafia 2. I played Mafia 2 all the way through. Did all the DLC. Like 100%ed it. It's a brilliant game. If you've never played it, you know, try and get it on a Steam game and just binge play it over Christmas, because it is such a good game. But Mafia 3 is definitely getting mixed reports. And it's not just a frame rate thing, it's the gameplay. They're saying that some of the missions are a bit repetitive. It's kind of coming round to the fact that Mafia 2 was better than Mafia 3, which reminds me of what happens with movies. You know, movies have like a sequel. It's your classic Star Wars, then Empire Strikes Back, and then Return of the Jedi. That's what it is. Star Wars, you know, Mafia 1 comes out, brilliant game. Empire Strikes Back comes out, Mafia 2, oh, this is even better, this is amazing, oh my god, give me some more of this. Mafia 3 comes out, Return of the Jedi, you what, mate? I mean, it's Star Wars, but what have you done? That's the way it's kind of looking right now. I've not played it, so I can't really judge Mafia 3, but that's what I'm reading. But yeah, I'm going to binge play it over Christmas. I'll probably stream it. And then I'll, you know, see what I think. By then they might even have some DLC out. I think I got the Season Pass. The Season Pass will give me the DLC when it comes out. If it's anything like Mafia 2, because Mafia 2 had a bunch of DLC where they had like side stories for the characters in the main quest, where it would explore some kind of aspect of that character. And I'll be honest with you, the DLC was a bit... In places, it was so hit and miss, honestly. Some of the DLC was brilliant. Some of the DLC was meh. It was ultra repetitive. A lot of the kind of, you know, go here and clear this out kind of mission. Like, some of the most fun missions I had in Mafia 2 were the ones where you drive in a car. Because the physics in Mafia 2, actually, considering it's not even a driving game, the driving physics in Mafia 2 is really, really good. If you put it on simulation level, you know, it is actually better than what you get in this game. And that's saying something, considering it's not even a driving game. The physics is awesome. And if you go on snow and water and all that kind of thing, it behaves properly, it skids. But if you're... There's one of the missions where your car has been loaded up with explosives, and you can't drop below, I think it's like 50 miles per hour. So it's like, you know, Sandra Bullock in Speed. It's like that. So you're in this car, it's kind of 1940s, you know, super soft suspension, rear-wheel drive thing, and it's chucking it down with rain. You've got explosives in the back, and every time you turn a corner, this thing's sliding around. On simulation, it's super hard to control. It's an absolute blast. Oh, great. Loan installment. Oh, yay. So now we're overdrawn. Whoops. But I don't know if Mafia 3's got that kind of thing. I'm kind of hoping that the physics in it is at least as good as Mafia 2. Oh, the other thing Mafia 2 has, it's like proper destruction, you know, like the vehicles blow up, and if you hit something, panels fall off and glass smashes. Again, it's not even a driving game. I would so dearly love to see that in this game. Not so much the panels falling off, but certainly the proper physics. Tell you what, when it comes to the bends, this thing handles way better than the 143. Looks clear. Okay, so maybe the jump from 2H to 3H was a bit too much. With only 8 gears, the ratios in between each gear is pretty high, and with a low brake horsepower engine, it can struggle. So I go from 3H to 4L, and it's just about okay with that. But if I try to go to 4H, nope. Oh, this is a turnaround point, isn't it, Bruno? Oh, it's only a flipping recruitment. This is not going to be easy to turn around, actually. Unless we just... I've got a car behind me. I'll just do a loop here. It's probably the easiest thing. Just don't want to make myself late and get penalised. I need all the money. Well, that's interesting. The indicator doesn't auto turn off. Maybe it's just because it's a gentle turn. Hang on, let me try something a bit sharper. Let's try that. Oh yeah, that's fine. I thought maybe the RGL Scania had not got auto turn off, and that was going to annoy me greatly. So yeah, at some point we'll make this truck look nice one day. I mean, it looks nice as it is, but we'll make it look great one day. And then one day in the future we'll probably have a Model T or something, Scania T. Because that is a cracking mod. Okay, back on the road. What's our ETA? 6 hours and 53 minutes of the job remaining. Expected Monday 1 PM till 7:30. That's not going to be a problem. Provided people don't pull out on me like this guy. Well, at least he kept on the inside lane. Oh, come on. Lights? Really? Wow, didn't know which gear to go for then. We'll go for 2H and 3L. There's a significant jump around the 2 to 3 mark. I've noticed, which is more pronounced than the other gear ratios. Quite often, I think, well, I find learning a gearbox is about... It's not so much just, you know, going up and coming back down again. It's those situations there where you are going along and then the traffic lights come on to red, so you slow down and then it changes back to green, and you've got to try and work out, okay, given my current speed now, what gear do I need? In all my possible range, what gear do I need? And the only way you really find that, I think, is by learning the gearbox. And I was trying to guess there at 3L, it didn't work out. What the heck is that? Is that a bird? Do you know, I can remember coming over. I've been over here a few times now. I'd say I've been over here about 4 or 5 times. Definitely recognise it. How much fuel have we got? 1294, so we've burned just over 100 litres by the look of it. Which is cool. We can go a long way before we need to fill up. There's an awful lot of wind turbines. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but when I drive from Chelmsford to Birmingham, I think it's along the... Let's try and get this right. It's the A14 I go. Yeah, it's the A14 that goes up through Cambridge and then comes up and meets the... Where the bottom of the M6 meets the M1 motorway. Before that point there, well, quite a bit before that, there's a bit where you're climbing up a hill and there's wind turbines on the other side of the hill, but you can't see the stalk, like the base of the wind turbine. What you see as you're climbing up this hill is, you know, the 3 fan blades. You see those things, but they're kind of at road height. So imagine the road here. Imagine just where those trees are there. You can see 3 blades at that kind of level, and it looks so weird. Because they're not really high up. The fact is, you're going up this hill, and the hill is like as high as they are. And as you reach the top there, you're pretty much not far off the height of the fan blades, and then you come back down again. It's so weird. You'd have to see it. I'd love to take a photograph on it, but I can't because I'm driving. If there ever's somebody else in the car with me, I'm going to get them to just video that bit because it is so cool. $41Ks, we are nearly there. For those of you who are still here and still listening, I'll let you into a little secret because you're still here. My second YouTube channel is almost ready. There are loads of videos that have been uploaded, but they're not live yet because they need to be tagged and titled and thumbnailed and all the rest of it. But if you want to, you can go and sub. You can go and subscribe, ready for when the content starts coming out. And the URL is youtube.com/Squirrel Plus, all one word. So whereas now you've got Squirrel, it's Squirrel Plus. Squirrel Plus, Squirrel Plus. If you want to go and give that a sub, that's going to be my second channel, and my previous streams are going to go on that. It's going to be about my streams. It's going to be about anything that doesn't fit on the main channel. So my previous streams are going to go on there, plus anything that doesn't fit here. So that could be anything from a vlog to some random game which isn't a simulator. It could be anything. Anything and everything will go there. If I decide to stick a webcam on my dog and record him galloping down the fields, I might put the video up there. Put it that way. But yeah, youtube.com/Squirrel Plus. The channel is ready, and videos will start coming out pretty soon. We've been very, very busy behind the scenes getting the content done because there's been an awful lot to upload. An awful lot. there are so many... Like, I've been doing like four or five streams a week for the last 15 months. That's a lot of stuff. But yeah, BT's been really happy. Every night for the last few weeks I've been chucking up gigabytes to YouTube. So I've been getting my money's worth out of my broadband connection, let me put it that way. But yeah, if you want to go and sub to it, I'll leave a link in the description if you want to do that. If you can't remember. Oh, my guy's tired. Blimey. Why is he tired so quickly? How much are we getting paid for this job? Because we're pretty broke right now. 9,900. Yikes. Voss Logistics. Well, we'll drop this off. And then we'll drive around to the discoverables there, and I think there's a rest area next to that because it looks like we're going to have to sleep, which is really annoying because it means sleeping through the night more or less. Sorry, through the day and then waking up in the middle of the night. Yes, you're tired, I get it, pal. Lovely jubbly. See, I actually find it quite easy using those markers. Some people struggle with it not having the green box, but I actually find it quite easy. This should punch us onto level... Ding! Level 7, Enthusiast. Right then. What should we go for? Do we go for long distance? Do we go for more ADR stuff? Rank 1 gives us up to 750. 10% higher on delivery distance over 750. So that gives us a 5% bonus on super long jobs. Not that bothered about that, to be honest. Just in time, fragile, high value. That would give us a plus 5% on that, plus 5% on that, plus 3% on... Oh, hang on. No. This gives us a 10% high reward finishing urgent delivery. We get an extra bonus here. Let's take that. Right. As AC/DC would say, we are back in black. 5,800. Ready for the bank to take our money tomorrow? All good. I am more or less only just keeping up with the bank payments, you know, which is a bit of a scary situation. But once those bank loans are gone, things will be a lot easier. I think if we do a left and then a right, we should be able to pick up everything. Okay, there's a driver agency. And round the corner is Iveco, which has a rest area. Well, it looks like we're sleeping here tonight. Ouch. Yeah, we'll park up next to him, show him what a real truck looks like. Make all the employees jealous. Oh yeah. Looks way better. Okay, let's have a quick look at the company manager and see what the driver's managed to do. Looks like she's pulling in the money, actually. Look at that. She's really starting to bring it in. And that's because of that long distance point, though, which I'm still trying to get him to... See, he's having to pick up these little piddly jobs because behind the scenes, the job market is trying to get this guy some jobs, and it's got to... The way it works is super annoying. It goes somewhere, then brings him back again. And the shorter the limits that he can drive, the fewer jobs that it has to go from. So we need to expand his radius of driving, if you like, so that then he capture more cities and get more jobs. The job market, in my opinion, is just not that good. But it is what it is, and we need to get his long distance points up. But anyway, that's it for Trucking Diaries. Hope you enjoyed that one. Please give me a like if you did. Don't forget the second channel. Until the next time, take care. Default home for the win. And happy trucking.